As you might have suspected, time here stopped while you two were on that battlefield.
If my thinking is correct, the dimension to which you traveled is a kind of beach. To explain a little, our bodies, our ha, all occupy the same world, but our souls, our ka, have beaches all their own. These beaches are given form inside our brains by our beliefs, religion, philosophy, and so forth. As a result, a beach can be anything, and those anythings form a multiverse. However, if many people die at once, their beaches can become entangled, creating a strand field. This phenomenon is exacerbated in wartime by omnipresent feelings of resentment and despair. Beaches are more easily and frequently entangled. On such a beach, exits vanish and experiences cycle endlessly. Picture it like a record player. The needle skips, playing the same phrase again and again. They're fighting a battle that has no beginning or end. Round and round it goes. Now, the battlefield you visited was in Eastern Europe in World War II. Which is strange, given that the man you encountered, Clifford Unger, played no part in that conflict. I can't explain it, but if you can connect me to the chiral network, who knows what we might discover.
EX grenade number 0.
Still there, Sam? If so, I have a request. When you're ready, head upstairs to the delivery terminal.
자, 또 오늘의 배달을 시작해야지.
Can I help you? Holy shit. John.
이건 못 보던 영상이다.
What are you doing here? My wife's checked in. They don't want a repeat of last year. I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were perfect.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain.
Sam, the west side of that region is covered by a massive tar belt. Beyond it is Edgenut City, the last bastion of civilization you'll find that far out. It's your final destination.
오,
Once you use the Cupid to connect it, the chiral network
마지막이래,
will span
마지막.
the entire continent. The rebirth of America is
드디어
so close.
마지막인가?
And remember, that's where Amelie is being held captive. We need you to bring her home safely. But before you cross the tar belt, there's one more knot we need you to tie. Hartman will help you get it done.
Sam, I'd like for you to bring me a few things. First, the dog tags you took from that soldier. Tuck them away in a pocket so you don't misplace them. Second, Mama's corpse. Her body shows no signs of necrosis, and I, for one, would like very much to know the reason why. Closer study may yield information that could prove instrumental in helping us to overcome the Death Stranding. Suffice it to say,
1 minute remaining.
I don't have much
어제
time.
많이 했거든요.
See to your preparation.
어제 한 10시간 했어요.
You'll find an official order on the terminal.
아니 이거 또 갑자기 왜 시체를 들고 댕겨?
All right, Sam.
얘네 퓨전했잖아.
Take care of her. And don't worry, she won't go necro. Millingan's special. Be funny if these Ha of ours ended up
아,
being
우리
the
형.
key to saving us all.
안 오셔가지고 따로 부르려 그랬는데. 헐. 월요일부터.
Order assigned.
아, 회식. 아, 나 지금 울면이 하이. 장비 중인 게 별로 없구나. 이렇게 손상이 많이 됐어, 돼서. 쓸만한 게 없냐? 다 사자. 쇼핑 해야겠다. 아, 이제 저거 뭐냐, 마지막 지역이래요. 다음이. 총이 이렇게 많아. 샷건 좀 좋던데. 내가 만드는 샷건은 왜 이렇게 레벨이 낮지? 이 설명이 없어. 어설트 라이플 레벨 1 레벨 2 3개? 파워 아 저걸 못하는구나.
Thank you for your contribution.
어우 시신 무거워. 아 잠깐만 나 저거 받았나?
Safe travels.
아 받았나? 아 받았구나. 아 그냥 점프 탈걸. 아, 아니다, 아니다. 점프는 나만 타는 거잖아.
Have a pleasant journey. Safe travels. Keep on keeping on.
짚라인을 나도 한번 해볼까?
Contaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges. Safe travels. Weapons restrictions lifted.
어우, 씨. 아, 쟤. 아, 여기를 올라가지는 게 더 신기하다, 진짜. 여기가 올라가지는 게 더 신기해. 오. 야, 올라왔다. 대박. 저쪽이네. 짚라인.
Stands a shadow of a man shaped just like me. My curiosity keeps me confused.
Big weapons restrictions lifted.
But still I stand here on my own.
Beginning scan.
오늘도 일단
Verifying ID.
바이크로 산타기 성공.
Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
And with the rain I don't accept, wash away my sins.
Delivery complete. Displaying performance evaluation. Request to join UCA. Registered. Awaiting Cupid connection.
온패드. 저거 마마 시체.
Proceed into the facility with a cadaver. Good work.
방으로 시신을 가져가라고? 방이 어디 있는데? 퓨전을 한 게 동생 몸으로 들어간 거니까
Facility with a cadaver.
얘 시신은 남았잖아. 홀리 씨. 뭐야 이건? 야, 소생까지 남은 시간이라고 왼쪽 밑에 있네. 지금 봤어. 살릴 수 있는 건가 다시? 야, 빨리 해 임마. 50초 남았어. 겁나 느긋한데? 저 카운트다운 뭐야? 소생.
Hartman.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
뭐야? 야, 좀 모래시계가 거꾸로 올라가냐?
Well, you certainly caught me with my pants down.
사망까지 남은
Glad you
시간
could make it,
20.
Sam. I'm sorry. I didn't mean
얘
to alarm
죽었다
you,
살아났다
but
하나 보다.
I am what I am. Ah, please lay her down there. Still no sign of them.
stops beating?
It stops every 21 minutes. I spend
이거
3
봐.
minutes on the beach
죽었다 살아났다 하네.
and then return. 60 deaths and 60 resurrections per day. 60 opportunities to search the beach for my departed family. This is how I live. This is my life. So, while you've traveled to and from the sea an impressive number of times, my beach count is a little higher. 218,549. I see myself in that crater. My wife and my child. It's like looking at the shape of my heart. The doctors called it myocardial cordophobia.
통화.
Mine is an especially unusual case. I have pictures. Care to see Hartman's heart-shaped heart? No, you really should. It doesn't run in the family. You know, I never came to terms with their loss. In the days that followed, I became obsessed with an idea that the beach is
라밤이
real,
타고 왔는데?
and they are on it. I would induce cardiac arrest, 3 minutes at a time, and search for them, day after day after day.
Oh, so you could say goodbye?
Quite the opposite. It is said that everyone's beach is different. So what if everyone's afterlife is different too? I find the thought terrifying, spending eternity alone, which is why I decided to find my family and make sure to move on with them.
You mean die with them?
If death would see us reunited,
톰
then yes.
행크스가 누구지?
But the repeated
갑자기 기억이 안
cardiac
난다.
arrests
이름은 아는데.
took their toll on my heart. The muscle gradually deformed. And after a while, they started calling me the beach scientist. Hartman. I'm glad we could have this conversation.
살짝 비슷한 것 같기도 하다.
A body that doesn't necrotize. No sign of decomposition. It's as if she were still alive. The perfect mummy. An impeccable corpse.
What's wrong?
Where's the other thing you were supposed to bring? Ah, found it. Behold.
Wait, dead man.
It appears to be an umbilical cord. Human by the looks of it, I think. But this was no ordinary conduit between fetus and placenta. It looks more like a BT's
아니다.
tether.
니콜라스 빈딩 래픈이래. 영화 감독이래.
And this
누군지
was
몰라.
Mama's? Yes. A body that doesn't necrotize and an umbilical cord connected to the beach. These are remarkable discoveries, Sam. Enough to set my sore heart racing.
덴마크 영화 감독이래.
I apologize if our conversation gets cut short. I must go back to the beach and look for my wife and child. One person, one beach. That's the rule. But I'm the exception. My beach is connected to others, as if it were the beneficiary of a coronary bypass. Maybe this twisted heart of mine made it possible. All I know is that I will find them. Even if my every visit raises new questions,
언젠가 답을 찾아낼 것이다.
I'll have my answers one day. One day.
3 minutes to cardiac arrest.
The battlefields. The endless wars you found yourself trapped in. Why do World War era soldiers wander the beach a century after they fell? Normally the souls of the dead move on, The beach is just a corridor, a place through which they pass on the way to the other side. But if regret, resentment, a fervent desire to remain, if these feelings are powerful enough, they may give rise to an altogether different beach, a collective purgatory for an army of the damned. Clifford Unger. His misery and hatred, combined with your BB acting as some sort of catalyst, have brought these battlefields to our world.
2 minutes to cardiac arrest. Please proceed to
2분 뒤에 죽는다.
It's just a theory.
You think Higgs is pulling the strings? Pulling all their strings?
ensure you are in a stable position.
I don't know. But evidence does suggest that Higgs brought them here.
1 minute remaining.
와, 20분마다 이렇게 죽어야 되는 거야?
Oh, before I forget,
너무
I have a
불쌍한데?
favor to ask.
Activating lab security measures.
Could you just relax until I come back? Time stops on the beach, but not in the scene. Rest assured, it'll only feel like 3 minutes to you. We'll continue this shortly.
5, 4,
죽는다.
3, 2, 1.
아, 그냥 3분 동안 기다려야 돼? 그냥 기다려야 되네, 진짜. 아, 뭐 이렇게 계속 볼 때마다 좋아요를 받네? 다 쓴 건가? 야, 이제 지겹다. 빨리 돌아와라.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
is it 218,550? Oh, sorry. Where were we? I may be used to the 21-minute cycle, but for a first-time face-to-face meeting, there's just too much to cover in one go-around.
Can't be easy living like this.
Yes. And no. Now that I'm acclimated to it, it isn't especially, onerous. Defecation, pollution, nutrition. Most of life's basic functions fit rather easily into a 21-minute time slot. Sleep is the tricky one. And intercourse, I suppose. Verbal or physical. Not that someone in my position has to worry much about either. Do you read, Sam? Listen to music. Watch films. You know, I keep busy. I have a collection of music, television shows, some very interesting short films, and stories.
와, 그럼 얘는 영화를
Everything consumable
21분씩
within a
끊어서 봐야 되네.
21-minute window. All from before the Death Stranding, of course. But honestly, the 21 minutes I spend here, all downtime, nothing more. Time spent waiting to go back to the search. My body may be
근데
present,
얘는 메인이 해변이네.
but my soul is on the beach. I'm already dead.
I know that feeling. Lost my
3분씩
family.
기다려서 21분을 즐기는 게 아니라 21분
I never expected
기다리고
you to
3분으로 가는 거네. 좋아요 20개를 받았어.
I've read about your circumstances. I lost my family in an accident too. I was in the ICU having heart surgery, out of town, in the city. When it was clear that I was going to pull through, my wife took my daughter back to the house to collect some things for me. And then they were caught in the void outs. The city and the hospital were spared the worst, but the shockwave knocked out the power and my life support. I woke up on the beach. The people who died in the two void outs were there.
어우 여기 너무 별로야.
What happened? What's going on? I saw my wife and my daughter in the procession.
뭐지?
Hey! It's me! Where are you going? Wait! Don't leave without me! No! Don't go! Please, don't go! The ICU's backup generator kicked in, and I was brought back to life by the defibrillator.
아 방금 그게
Exactly 21 minutes after my heart had stopped. And that was the last time I saw my family. It's my damned heart's fault that we were torn apart. But it's also the reason I'll see them again someday. It defines me. I am Hartman.
그래서 하트맨이구나. 심장맨.
Ever since, I've walked the beaches of others.
I follow my family's footsteps for a while, and when I get tired, I return here to continue my research. It's funny though, even when my heart stops, the pain lingers. You have any family photographs, Sam? Pity.
사진 하나 있잖아.
Minutes to cardiac arrest.
You mind telling me what I'm doing here before you go back to the beach?
Oh, of course. There's a Prepperone station in this area. Our scientists stationed there are researching material from before the Death Stranding.
What kind of material?
The Earth has a long memory. It's trying to tell a story, one that goes back to the very beginning, one that not even the Death Stranding could erase. The scientists are all colleagues of mine from the earlier expedition. I'd like you to bring them onto the chiral network. Amelie proposed we establish our research posts along this belt. Despite a worldwide search, this is the only area known to contain fossils from the late Cretaceous period, when the dinosaurs died out. The assumption being that the last ones lived here, and here alone. You see, hiding in the Earth then are memories of a major mass extinction. Clues that could tell us how to survive our predicament. Certainly, that was Amelie's hope as part of the advanced team when she assigned our backup team here. The past informs the present and aids us in building the future. She was careful to impress that upon us before she went west.
3 minutes to cardiac arrest.
Shut up. I'm putting you on mute. Sometime later, we began to observe
야, 저걸 뮤트로
unusual
돌리면
activity in the tar belts outside Edgenot City. Vast
갑자기 작동하고
quantities of
쓰러질 거
tar
아니야.
began surfacing, spreading,
멍청한 놈이네.
consuming many of my colleagues, as well as a chiral way station. The whole incident defied explanation.
You think Higgs is to blame?
I don't know, but we needed that way station. It was essential to expanding the chiral network westward. That's why I'm asking you for your help in building a new one. It won't be much given the handful of equipment we've managed to scrape together. Nothing like the knot cities, that's for sure. But a knot is still a knot. Sam, I want you to use the Cupid to put the scientists on the network. Then go to Amelie.
멈출 때 됐는데 이제.
Afterwards, we can get back to the important job of researching the deaths.
Don't worry about him, Sam. The air mat floor absorbs the impact. I'll unlock the door for you.
다 감시하고 있어. 저 데드맨이란 놈. 저 데드맨이란 놈 뭔가 나쁜 놈일 것 같아. 저 놈이 뭐든지 다 감시하고 있어. 보통 감시하는 놈 중에 착한 놈은 없지. 아, 그 여자는 무조건 뭐가 있을 것 같고. 마음에 안 들어, 그 여자.
Sam, you heard him. You can grab the order at a delivery terminal.
왜 내 짐들이 다 여기 있냐?
Our ultimate objective in this region is to build a replacement for a way station that was lost to the tar. The first step is to put a
야, 이젠
shelter with our scientists on the Cairo network.
배달만 시키다 못해 이제는
We
건물도
don't know
지으라네.
the first thing about Emily's status or what Higgs is up to. That's a concern for us as much as you. But we won't know more until we get to Edge Knot City. And that means connecting this region first. You should start with the geologist and the paleontologist. The latter's holding something for the Evo-Devo biologist, so I recommend you save her for last. That way I can finish a delivery and link up the final site in one go. Once all three are on the grid, come back here. Then we can get to work on the replacement for that lost
힉스는 오히려 막 음모를 알아버린 오히려 아군에 가까운 그런 존재 같지 않아?
Thermal pad.
오.
Indispensable.
아, 이거 여기다 이렇게 차는 거구나. 오히려 메인 의뢰가 2개야.
A geologist of ours has been studying fossils as part of his research into prehistoric extinction events. He's been out there conducting excavations for a while now and has begun to suffer the effects of chiral contamination. No doubt the result of excessive exposure to chiralium during the dig. Until the site is properly decontaminated, his work can't proceed. Nor will his health improve. So we need you to bring him some chiralium scrubbing agents.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
The stratum the team was investigating dates from the end
그새
of
3분
the
지나서 깼어.
the time of the infamous mass extinction, which brought the reign of the dinosaurs to a close, leaving small mammals to inherit the Earth. It's the most recent of the Big Five, and one of the largest mass extinctions the world has ever seen. In any event, our team found something truly remarkable. Can you guess what it was? A fossil beach. If that is indeed what it is, then he has made a tremendous discovery. Therefore, Sam, it is essential that you deliver those chiralium scrubbing agents as soon as possible.
One more thing, Sam. For this run, you'll be transporting an antimatter bomb. Bridges' paleontologist working on a dig says he needs it. Apparently, the fossils he wants to study are buried deep beneath tar, and the only way
아, 또
he can get
살살
to
가야
them is by
되는 막 그런
blowing it
거야?
wide open. Now, hopefully, I don't need to tell you to be extra careful when handling high-yield explosives. But in case I do, make sure you keep that container in one piece, no matter what.
아, 또 살살 가야 돼. 제일 싫어. 날하.
Sam, I'm sure you haven't forgotten, but you need to be extremely careful with that antimatter bomb, especially when transporting it by a carrier or vehicle. Any irregularities should trigger an alarm. Don't ignore it.
아. 캐리어도 적지 안 되나? 아, 된다. 그래도 112kg야. 이 폭탄이 너무 무거워. 아씨, 총은 하나 있어야 되는데. 가자. 어떻게든 되겠지.
Order assigned.
와, 개 무거워. 아, 나 짚라인 타보고 싶은데 짚라인 어떻게 하는 거지? 아니, 뭐 짚라인을 어떻게 하는지 알아야지 하지. 씨. 아이.
Sam. Oh, Sam. So, Hartman told you all about the lake. How the attack that created it changed his life forever. Not only did he lose his family, he very nearly lost himself. For 21 minutes, he was in a state of cardiopulmonary arrest. Under normal circumstances, he would have died. Therapeutic hypothermia saved his life. But the 21 minutes he spent on the other side had a lasting effect on him. Perhaps due to the shock, his Doom's abilities seem to have increased. And now he takes every opportunity to walk the beach in search of his family.
My apologies, Sam. You came all this way to visit me, yet I neglected to give you a proper farewell.
오, 위에 막 뭐 뜬다.
As I mentioned before, this region is rich in memories of death.
장애물 감지. 장애물 감지.
Surprise that BTs are sighted here more frequently. Perhaps you recall the models in my lab. Their designs were all based on eyewitness accounts. Though I suppose they must have struck you as strange, considering the many times you've come face to face with the real McCord.
근데 이게 어차피 내 목적지 없잖아. 아니 그게 아니라 내 목적지가 없으면 의미가 없는 거 아니야? 지금 이걸 지어봤자 여기로 갈 수가 없는데 뭐. 지금 지을 필요가 없지.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapon
근데 그러려면 좀 더 가서 지어야 돼.
until departure.
이거 300m래 거리가.
Sam Porter Bridges.
좀 더 가서 지으려고.
Safe travels. Rest is advised.
와 근데 이거 내가 등에 짊어진 거 이거 폭탄이라서 엄청 살살 다니라는데. 아 노잼인데 그러면. 나의 바이크 인생에 살살은 없는데.
Have a pleasant journey. Weapons restrictions lifted.
해보자. 오씨. 산을 크게 넘어야 되나? 그 전에 배터리가 없다. 충전 좀 해야 되는데. 이 다음부터 와이파이 끊기네. 이리 넘어가야 되는데. 아! BT 지역이야? 맞네, BT 지역이네.
Good to have you back. Couldn't have made it this far without you.
이리 갈 게 아니라 일로 가야 되나? 아! 3% 손상됐다. 싹 걸렸다. 놔. 내 짐. 여기 있구나. 아, 너 무거워. 저 앞에 별로 지나가야 되는데 저 앞에 있어. 아이씨, 어디다 던진 거야? 아이씨, 일로 와. 쟨 색깔이 왜 달라? 얘는 총도 안 통해. 뭐야? 진짜 얘는 의미가 없어, 쏘는 게. 이로치. 튀어. 쟤. 큰일났다. 배터리가 없다. 헐. 거의 다 왔어. 거의 다 왔는데 앞이 안 보여. 와, 씨, 미쳤다 진짜. 이거 미친데? 와, 이렇게 내려가면 안 될 것 같은데? 터질 것 같은데? 한? 아직 괜찮네? 우와. 아니 어딨어? 야야야야야 거의 파손됨. 개질 뻔.
Detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified.
거의 파손됐어.
Sam Bridges. Oh. I was worried you might not get here.
안 올까봐 걱정했어. 걱정만 하는 것 같아.
I've been haunted by those visions you doom
환영에 시달리고 있었어. 악몽도 피곤해서 꾸는 거로 생각했어. 자살 충동 유발 단계가 되기 전에 확진이야. 죽을 순 없지. 그래, 죽지 마라. 큰일 났는데? 여기가 폭탄을 배달하는 곳이 아니었어. 나 내구도 80%밖에 안 남았는데 어떡하냐 저거. 만용 앵커.
And just like that, I'm part of the UCA, with access to a treasure. Studying this fossil beach.
성연구는 네 덕분에 쉬워진 것 같아.
Assuming I can prove once for all that.
내가 증명해내기만 하면 내 발견을 공유할 수 있을 기쁘군.
I found chiral deposits in strata dating back 65.5 million years. Evidence of an ancient death.
Chiral matter has existed on Earth since long before the dawn of man. This stratum is proof of that. Look at this, Sam. Do you see that black fissure there? We believe this is the source of the Chiralian readings. In the distant past, earthquakes cause frictional melting along fault lines, producing layers of what is known as pseudotachylite. We call these layers fossil earthquakes. Extending the principle, our fissure here is what one might term a fossil beach. The presence of Corellium in this of all strata cannot be a mere coincidence. It strongly suggests that beaches must have appeared during the Cretaceous-Paleogene extinction event. And not just then. The chiral network has recovered data suggesting that similar fossil beaches were discovered in strata corresponding to other extinction events too. That would seem to indicate the Big Five and all other major extinctions were accompanied by the appearance of beaches. In expanding the chiral network, you've helped us glimpse a pattern in these scattered points of data. You've furthered our individual research projects and ensured that it is only a matter of time before we recover all we have lost and solve every mystery that remains. But this is only the beginning. See this through, Sam, and there's no telling what we might learn.
Good work. New order available.
말이 많구만.
Please access.
나 이거 수리 많이 해야 된다. 눈 맞아가지고 다 착살났어. 아이 뭐야. 버리고.
Thank you, Sam.
아, 여기까지 가야 되는데.
Please hold up.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Judge's battery. Hey, buddy. We're on electricity fire, right?
오, 짚라인.
Beginning weapons restrictions lifted.
아, 이거 오토바이로 못 옮길 것 같은데. 너무 막 왔다.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
유래는 없지?
Deploying.
아 여기 눈이라서 발에 차는 걸 바꿔야겠다. 아이 파워가 좋은데. 아 너무 막 왔어. 아 이번에 좀 자신이 없는데. 오 쉣. 좀만 더 가서 짚라인 해보자. 아 이것도 앞에 뭐가 날 막고 있으면 못 가네. 여기면 되지 않을까? 아 그래도 안 돼. 씨. 되는 게 뭐야? 그럼 여기는 아 킹받네 진짜. 오. 오 된다. 여기다. 가자 짚라인. 오 간다. 오 어떻게 하는 거야? 이동. 오. 좋구만. 오. 이것이 바로 과학의 힘. 다 왔어, 다 왔어. 코앞이야. 더 못 가. 지어야지 가지. 저걸 지어야 가지. 그리고 앞에 장애물도 없어야 돼. 이래저래 불편한 게 많아. 근데 쟤 때문에 엄청 편하게 왔다. 야, 바이크만 안 타면 폭탄이 손상될 일이 없네. 이것도 손상 많이 됐다고 막 지랄하는 거 아니야? 다 왔다.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Fragile Express ID verified. Weapons detected.
Much appreciated, friend. I swear, this place is bad enough without having to worry about getting asphyxiated. Or did you just get lucky? It's clear you and the landscape got pretty well acquainted.
봐봐, 뭐라 한다.
You want to be more careful.
등급 C.
You can set up the chiral network while I work.
산소 마스크. 수류탄 2.
Anyway, as it turns
야,
out,
야, 아직도
I have a
이쪽
favorite
지역에서
task.
할 게 많은가
A local
보다.
porter was on his way here with something very valuable, but dropped it en route. It's a 200-million-year-old ammonite, which looks, he says,
암모나이트가
almost as if
살아있다고?
it were
말이
still
되냐?
alive. He apparently stumbled across it in a boulder field, which had previously been hidden beneath a glacier, but that's not the half of it. The man claims this ammonite has an umbilical cord. An umbilical cord. Color me skeptical, but the specimen merits study, and I wasn't about to leave such delicate work to an amateur. So I asked him to carve out the whole surrounding chunk of rock and bring it here to me. Naturally, I wanted to compare it with contemporary specimens in the vicinity, which is why I had him excavate a number of those in addition to the one he told me about. But what does the dumb fuck go and do? He loses the whole shipment. Didn't even have the good sense to mark which container had the ammonite with the umbilical cord. The cargo was supposedly lost in the area to the southwest, where toxic gases have a tendency to build up. Old Mr. Reliable claims his cargo scanner is broken, and there's no way he can recover the shipment. But you could track it down. To protect you against the fumes, I'll provide you with an oxygen mask. Just to be safe. You can pick it up when you accept the order.
That fossil could represent an epochal discovery. While there are examples of viviparous fish, an ammonite with an umbilical cord is unheard of. And if it is indeed 200 million years old, it would also correspond with the end Triassic extinction, another one of the big five. Could the umbilical cord be connected to the beach? We must recover that cargo at all costs. It could provide a vital clue to the mechanisms underpinning the Death Stranding. We're so close. So very, very close to grasping the true nature of the phenomenon. Hurry, Sam. We cannot risk that ammonite being lost.
Good work. New order available. Please access
암모나이트 회수. 별걸 다 시키네 이제.
It'll filtrate the air, in addition to protecting you from toxic. If it didn't have a
소재가 부족하다고? 아. 자.
Thank you for your contribution.
어디야 근데? 아 여기야? 마침 저기 집도 있다.
Weapon restrictions lifted.
Yeah, Sam's your man.
One keeping.
아, 얘 밑에 있네. 아, 이래서 마스크를 쓰고 가라고 한 거구나. 여기가 저거라서. 오, 무거워. 너무 무거운데? 야, 근데 어떻게 올라가냐, 이게? 오우씨. 최강이야, 얘는 진짜. 인류 최강의 사나이야. 이걸 짊어지고 점프를 해. 와, 진짜 쩐다. 어떻게 이게 가능하지?
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected.
see. I have to see it. Oh my. It really is immaculately preserved. Uncannily, even. Thanks for bringing in that lost shipment, Sam. And yes, it did indeed include an ammonite with a bona fide umbilical cord attached. I've already sent some images and a preliminary analysis to Hartman via the network. Interestingly, it seems the surrounding strata contain traces of tar, which lines up with one of his theories. Anyway, I know you only just brought this ammonite here, but I'd like you to deliver it to a colleague of mine, an Evo-Devo biologist. Lately, she's
아,
taken an
어쩐지 너무
interest in the
쉬웠어.
tar, and I think she'd be eager to examine this
또 딴 데로
particular
가져가래.
It's
어쩐지 너무
quite
쉬웠다
remarkable,
했다.
and that's to your credit. To clarify, she has been studying how the tar may have influenced the development of various organisms. Accordingly, I would ask that you also recover the tar collectors deployed near her shelter and deliver them along with the ammonite. It would be too dangerous for her to attempt to retrieve them herself, which is why we must impose upon you. By aiding her research, we may yet inch closer to unraveling the secrets of the Death Stranding. We've already made so much progress with the data recovered by the network. With your continued help, I know we can accomplish even more.
Good work. New order of... Order assigned.
I'll let you know if I need anything else.
야, 이거 장난 아닌데?
Weapons restrictions lifted.
아, 오토바이가 그립다. 곤충 채집. 배터리 충전 좀 하고.
Construction complete.
아 이제 여기서부터 어차피 네트워크도 안 되네. 짚라인을 설치하면 어떨까 싶었는데 어차피 네트워크가 안 돼. 여길 내려가는 건 미친 짓이겠지? 아직 높아. 워워워워워워. 시끄러 임마. 알았다 알았어. 아 거의 다마고치지. 찡찡거리면 밥 주면 조용해지고. 야 여기 배경 쩐다. 여기 원래 이런 게임이 아니면 무조건 보스전 아니냐 여기는? 이렇게 넓은 데로 나오면? 이거 무조건 보스전이지. 딴 게임이었으면은 이거. 여기 BT 지역이네. 이거 봐. 오씨. 이 앞에 있나 보다. 이 앞에도 있고. 여기 보인다 한 마리. 아는데? 이거 2번을 써볼 때가 왔구만. 아직 걸린 거 아니지? 야, 이렇게 가까이 있어? 그냥 안다는데? 위치가 여기가 아닌가? 뭐야 이거 왜 안다? 아 되게 많네 이놈들. 야 아직도 안 죽었어? 죽긴 죽는 거야 근데 얘네? 이거 맞으면? 안다. 아 진짜 많네 짜증나게. 떼부자 되는 중. 아이씨, 야, 잡어. 야, 나 잡어. 아, 갑자기. 끌고 가, 그냥. 오우씨. 좋은 거지. 아, 스트레스 낮출 수가 없대. 아우 쉣. 이제 됐다.
Heads up, Sam. Your BB's gone into autotoxemic shock. Without its input, the Ultra Deck will no longer react to PTs, so you'll need to be more careful. Head to a private room if you want to restore functionality.
아, 빨리 이거나 캐자. 저기 하나, 여기 두 개. 아니, 저 바깥에 하나 남았다. 오. 모았다. 너무 무거운데 무게가? 아, 이제 일로 가면 되는 거야? 씨, 갔던 길로 돌아가는 건 또 아니네. 와, 저 산 넘어가야 돼. 아, 좀 버릴 것 좀 버려야겠다. 너무 무겁다. 아, 나 캐리어 있네. 캐리어가 있었다, 나에게는. 왜 못 마시냐 이거? 에베레스트 정복. 아우 다 왔다. 씨.
Bridges ID. Fragile Express ID verified. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
I'm impressed, Sam. Not many people would have even attempted this. May I have a look? Not a scratch on it, and the tar inside is safe and secure. You do not disappoint, my friend. Now, connect me to the chiral network. That's where my studies will truly begin.
아이고 아이고 아이고. 그레네이드 런처.
Thank you. It goes without saying, but I am convinced that the tar is related to the BTs and the Death Stranding. After all, both it and Timefall are the defining features of the post-Stranding ecosystem. Sudden environmental changes such as these invariably lead to the extinction of organisms that fail to adapt. Those that do adapt do so by virtue of enhancers, the regions of DNA that grant successful organisms their advantages. These genetic factors are the key to evolution. But there are genes which have the opposite effect, those which disadvantage organisms. Extinction factors, as they have been called. These are the seeds of advancement and obsolescence. Such factors may lie dormant within us all, a choice waiting to be made. For every being since the advent of life itself, If so, then ancient proof may hide deep within the tar. Evidence of these genetic decisions that may aid us in navigating our current crossroads. In any event, thanks to you, I can now study the composition of the tar in greater detail. I'll make sure to share any interesting results with you later.
Well done, Sam. You furthered our research into the Death Stranding in ways you cannot imagine. Thank you again for bringing me Mama's body, as well as that ammonite. Speaking of which, my analysis of its umbilical cord is proceeding apace. I've been comparing the data against some of our restored archives. Anyway, would you mind returning to my lab? Preparations are finally complete for the Cairo relay integration. If you could collect the necessary materials for the restoration work and bring them here, I would be most grateful.
Good work. New. Order available. Please access delivery. Deploying off.
짚라인 타고 갈 수 있겠는데 여기는?
Weapons restrictions lifted.
역시 이 동네는 짚라인이네. 다음은 어디냐? 여기. 토대. 아유, 저기까지 언제 가냐? 아, 여기 있나? 아, 여기 있네. 왜 웃어? 난 웃은 게 아니라 한숨 쉰 건데. 야 이씨, 길 왜 이래? 으아!
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome to Sam Porter Bridge.
야 여기 데코레이션 죽이는데. 이게 아닌가? 진짜 안 놀래네. 꼬라지 봐. 깨 있네?
Thank you, Sam. In reclaiming our past, we've uncovered a number of vital clues. Don't worry, I just got back. We have time. When you met with Mama, you experienced a strong antigen-antibody reaction, correct?
There was a BT in the room.
There was. But something else may have been causing it. I've discovered large quantities of chiral matter in Mama as well. Not just the usual kind
죽은 여자를
on our
벗겨봤어?
skin or on our suits.
변태 자식.
It's in all her cells. Cells that are no longer active. The BT you encountered there was special. It was her child, but also her own soul. Somehow, her car and half failed to separate. They must have remained connected through the umbilical cord. It's the only explanation.
Is that why I didn't get a bruise where she touched me?
Yes, and there's more.
10 seconds to cardiac arrest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I modified the log times. Headquarters will have no record of what we say. Look, a message from Dead Man. It came with the umbilical cord.
Sam, I'm sorry. You deserve to know what you were carrying. But I couldn't risk Die Hardman finding out about the case. So I had no choice but to keep it off the books. You've got to keep this between us. We still don't know if the director can be trusted. The umbilical cord was taken from Bridget Strand. I removed it in secret. The cord wasn't attached to a fetus. It was outside her body. She asked me to take care of it. Said it was the key to unlocking the Death Stranding. But she insisted that I never tell the director. The cord shows no sign of decomposition or necrotization. Almost as if it's frozen in time. I thought Hartman might be able to make sense of it, so I had it hidden with your cargo at Mountain Knot City.
좋아요는 그냥.
Were accurate. It's just like Mama's corpse.
What do you mean?
SNS 중독이네.
I mean, they share a very unique property. Both contain large amounts of chiralium in their cells. In other words, the President's cord was somehow connected to the beach, and that allowed it to escape the flow of time. I've put together the bones of a theory. It's patchy, but worth sharing, I think. Life on Earth has been rocked by many extinctions, great and small, including the Big Five. And if you examine the Earth's strata, its history, if you will, you'll find chiralium deposits that can be dated to each. What if the manifestation of beaches and other associated phenomena correspond to extinction-level events?
You mean?
Yes. Our Death Stranding could just be the latest of many. The records and research you helped us to recover strongly suggest that we are in the middle of the 6th extinction.
6th extinction? Come on.
You know what this is, yes?
A frozen mammoth from 10,000 years ago.
Correct. And this?
Yeah.
The Iceman from 5,300 years ago.
They both have the same umbilical cords.
Bullshit.
Humor me. What if the mammoth and the Iceman weren't frozen?
You're saying time stopped for them just like it did for Mama?
Unfortunately, all these specimens were
긴 거 봐.
lost in the Death Stranding,
시체가.
so there's no way to examine the genuine articles. But some fragments of data did survive. With the aid of the chiral network, we may be able to piece together something more concrete using Evo-Devo tech. All right, how's this? A dinosaur from 65.5 million years ago. Umbilical cord, not decomposed.
Only mammals have umbilical cords.
No. Only mammals have umbilical cords used for childbirth. This is something else. Call it a strand from the other side. I propose that mammalian umbilici are a sort of mimesis of the strand that then evolved over time. We shouldn't assume that everything about a Death Stranding is detrimental to life. Trilobites, ammonites, dinosaurs, the mammoth, the Iceman, all preserved as if frozen in time, all without exception found with strands, which is to say that all may have been connected to the beach. And this, when viewed in the context of the extinction entity, EE theory, leads me to surmise that organisms with strands are in fact extinction entities. You see, Sam, EEs are connected to the beach via their strands, and it is through this connection that they somehow bring about a Death Stranding.
So you're saying Bridget was an extinction entity?
It's far too soon to say anything for certain, and since you burned her body, we may never know.
Higgs said Amelie's an EE, that she doesn't have dooms like the rest of us.
Sam, think. Assume that President Strand was an EE. Isn't it possible that her daughter is too? At the very least, Higgs may hope as much now that the president.
그래, 역시 그 여자가 문제라니까.
So he kidnaps her for EE powers or whatever to cause a mass extinction.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. I doubt a single EE is powerful enough to cause a Death Stranding, assuming Amelie is an EE.
Well, Higgs sure thinks she's got what it takes.
Indeed. And we need to get her back as soon as possible.
1 minute remaining. Please hold on to something secure.
Ah, this one is real. Sam, go west.
How do you want me to handle Die Hardman?
With your customary reserve. Nothing good will come of him learning of our suspicions. Whatever else is going on, we still need the chiral network.
Right.
security measures. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's time, Sam. When you're ready, proceed to the shore of the tar belt and begin work on the chiral relay. Once it's ready, use the Cupid to bring it online. The necessary materials
아,
are
이제
prepped for you.
막바지로 가는 건가?
Supplies are limited, so handle them with care. You'll be carrying a lot, too. All things considered, this might be one of your hardest runs to date. Hartman knows more about the site than I do, so he'll take it from here. It's about time for his wake-up call anyway.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
Right. About that way station. The site we have chosen was an original candidate for the way station we lost to the tar belt. Ironically, we suspended construction because we deemed it a little too unstable and not worth the risk. But this time, it's our best shot. So let's hope we weren't right to change horses in midstream. Fortunately for us, the foundation we laid down is still intact. All you have to do is transport the necessary materials to the site and finish the job. I'm afraid it's the only way we can expand the network further west and rescue Harmony. We're counting on you, Sam.
와, 나 멀다. 아씨.
Order assigned. Thank you for your company.
장난 아니네. 여기가 어디야? 가볼까? 딴 데가 없네. 연구소에서 위로 올라오고 피곤하네 피곤해. 아, 저기까지만 가고 똥치자.
Construction complete.
어우, 드디어.
Sam, the junk dealer seems to have realized that your skills are the real deal. He's put in a new order with your name on it. Head to his shelter and do the honors, would you?
자, 오늘 여기까지. 이제 슬슬 엔딩에 다가온 것 같은데 굿나잇.